I want to watch real life, because real life is more interesting than anything scripted. And when we can strip out all of the actor-y type things, and we can bring an artist to the point where they are a real person, experiencing life from moment to moment, and really, and this is key, really having that human experience. That's when acting stops and life begins. But what we're doing here is compensating a little bit for some of the inner life that's going on in you.
Well, as a kid, I always produced little shows for my parents, and I never was very serious about theater or acting. I was going to go be a doctor and all those wonderful, very important things.
I've been a musician for over 30 years, and in a sense that's a form of acting, and a friend of mine who was taking acting classes said, "You might be good at acting," so I decided to do that.
My name is Benjy Dobrin. I'm a teaching artist. I own my own acting school called BenjyDobrinStudios, and I teach actors, directors, writers, and aspiring artists to come into their own and learn to be creative and learn to work within the industry.
Real people in real places under fictitious circumstances, but also bringing whatever you are to the character, not trying to have the character become a part of you, but that character being who you are.
He's really, really supportive of all different acting styles, and I think that's what makes him so valuable as a teacher, is that there's nothing that he doesn't respect. There's no style that he doesn't respect and welcome into his class.
I took like an intermediate acting class with Benjy, and like he would just pack the room, you know, like they're just filled with people, and so like that was the first day I was like, oh, who's this guy? And why is he so special, you know?
It's a very safe environment, and which allows, I think, is very helpful for me, especially, to take those risks and feel comfortable.
It's safe to let down all of your walls in class. And Benjy's really adamant about promoting that safe environment so that you can concentrate on the craft.
You know, acting and singing and guitar playing, and we have, you know, all different kinds of people in there, and yeah, it's really safe. I feel very free.
Yeah, no, I'm just in with this horrible actor. He's just dancing, calls it dancing, I don't know.
I'm constantly thinking about how I can help them improve, how I can make the class experience better. I'm constantly thinking art, and I'm constantly thinking about my students.
Benjy is really focused on the industry. Benjy is all about actually trying to prepare you for the kind of situation you're going to run into.
You have to be able to do monologues, you have to be able to do cold reads, you have to be able to do scene work, and you have to also have all the business side, and Benjy helps with everything.
He teaches you how to represent yourself as a person and as an actor. Having the cold reading and the monologues and things that we've been doing in class, and commercial copy especially, has been really instrumental in keeping my skills sharp, so when auditions do come up, I'm ready for them.
Surprise.
Yes. What are you doing home so early?
I did it. I took the day off.
A lot of people have lots of personal acting experiences, whether they know it or not. Often somebody gets yelled at by their boss, and they get into their car, and they have that conversation again, and they yell back at the boss, and they don't realize it, but as they vent, they're actually recreating a human experience, and they're actually in that moment for a split second.
I think the greatest feeling is just that feeling of creating something that's so real that it's almost like just holding up a mirror to society and the audience, and that people feel like they're taking in a real piece of life.
There's just a moment on stage where I truthfully felt like I was in that place, in that time, dealing with those circumstances, and it was just very freeing. And then I saw how powerful it was with the audience members and my family and people that I knew, and it just demonstrated how important this medium is to communicate, to influence the world.